Stop with this. So Arnold Palmer's daughter, Peg Palmer Wares, the daughter of the late golf legend Arnold Palmer, was asked about Donald Trump's recent comments about her father. Well, if you missed it over the weekend, and this is another story that just keeps on giving, the media can't get enough of this. They can't get enough of Trump working at McDonald's. They're not going to investigate whether or not Kamala worked at McDonald's, whether or not some of the allegations against Doug Emhoff are true. Instead, they'll talk about Donald Trump talking about Arnold Palmer's 9-iron. These are the original comments, and now the Palmer family, or at least one member of the Palmer family, is speaking out.
Arnold Palmer was all man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this guy...
Love women.
This guy...
Love him.
This is a guy that was all man. This man was strong and tough, and I refuse to say it, but when... he took showers with the other pros. They came out of there. They said, oh, my God. That's unbelievable. I had to say it. We have women that are highly sophisticated here. But they used to look at Arnold as a man. But he was really something special.
Yeah, that Arnold Palmer, he was something special. Oh, man. So... Peg Palmer Wares, the daughter of the late golf legend, responded to Donald Trump's recent comments. And she considered these comments, in her words, disrespectful and inappropriate. And let me just tell you right now, clearly you're not a man when that's how you respond to those comments. Arnold Palmer is up there in heaven right now, God willing, and is not upset by this, I don't believe, because no guy would be. Now, Trump talked about him as a person, but trust me, you find one guy in this world who would be upset that somebody would make comments like that about him, and I'll find you a liar. It's really that simple, okay? And anybody telling you otherwise is not a dude, is not a red-blooded, all-American male who's going to be, no, please don't talk about me like that, said no guy ever. This is so fake. It's just made-up controversy. And you have the daughter of the late Arnold Palmer telling ABC News, quote, being at the airport, which is named for my dad, where he flew out of to go to work every day or every week, to come there and talk about anecdotes from the locker room seem disrespectful and inappropriate to me. The people at the rallies deserve substance about Trump's plans as a candidate. Well, once again, that is someone who obviously doesn't know the makeup of the people who go to the rallies. Trust me, they're not going to the rallies to be like, I wonder what Donald Trump thinks about his plans around Vladimir Putin. They're going to a show. It's a show. It's entertainment. That's what those rallies are. They're not made up of swing voters or people on the fence. They're made up of voters who are going to run to the polls for Donald Trump. Yeah, they're going to hear some ideas, but they're going for the stand-up comedy act as well. And yeah, sometimes it's inappropriate. Okay. I mean, there are things that Trump says where I'd be like, yeah, I wouldn't want my kids at that rally. He curses once in a while. But I'm not sitting here voting for somebody to be my pastor. I've got two options for president, and I'm picking the person that I think would do a much better job based on their track record. That's it. So ABC News, this is classic. Go to the family of the person Donald Trump talks about. And once again, ask any guy, and these are glowing compliments, right? I mean, if it was the other way around, and Trump's like, oh, man, you should have seen this guy in the locker room. He wasn't packing any heat. No one knew what was there. They were like, hey, Arnie, what do you got down? Oh, what is that? I don't even see it, Arnold. What's going on down? No, that's not what he did. He wasn't mocking a dead man. He was talking about how blessed he was, John. That's what he was doing here.
I'm fighting. I'm going to keep my mic off.
Okay.
You've acknowledged me now. I had a friend who used to say, hello, ladies. My name is Smokehouse. All that hanging meat.
Crack your mic, Mark. Give me something good. Mark's dying in there. Mark can't get enough of it.
He's trying to stay out of it.
I know.
I was trying to stay out of it, but I can't.
Okay.
I just like Trump starts growling when he really gets into whatever he's talking about.
Yeah. Well, the CNN folks can't get enough of this either. They were debating this. Scott Jennings, the only common sense guy on the panel, had to explain to the other CNN panelists why this is not really as big a deal as they're making it out to be. And here's what that sounded like.
It's a total joke. Scott. And let me just ask you one question. If you're so offended by this, where was the offense at the Democrat convention when former President Barack Obama himself at the podium made his own junk joke at the podium? I didn't hear anybody offended about that, and now we're offended about this. Come on.
Here's what was funny about the Obama joke. A, it was actually funny. And
it's okay when he does it.
It was unusual.
Yeah, it's funny when he does it.
It was unusual that he did it. This is par for the course for Donald Trump.
Just for the record, what Obama said, which had actually, he never said anything.
He literally did the hands.
Didn't use any words.
He said, we know
Donald Trump was talking about Arnold Palmer naked in a shower.
Abby, the scolding from Kamala Harris, who's upset because her opponent has a sense of humor. This is what we're in for the next 4 years. I agree with her, by the way. Words do have meaning. Everybody's words except for hers, because what she said when she ran for president before apparently have no meaning based on the kind of campaign she's running now. If you can't take a joke, make a joke, laugh a little on the campaign trail, I don't think the American people are in for scolding right now.
Well, you should just be able to take a joke. You can't take a joke. Oh, that's your problem.
I didn't say it was your problem. I said it's a problem that if somebody can't take a joke and wants to turn this into the biggest issue in the election, that's a political problem.
I don't think anybody's turning this into the biggest issue in the election.
Yeah, but you're spending time talking about it on the CNN panel, like ad nauseum, for 3 days now. Donald Trump making a joke about Arnold Palmer's manhood. Grow up, get over it. Okay? The more life you give this, the worse it is for you. I can't imagine why the gender gap is so large, said nobody ever who's paying attention to the world of politics right now. And I promise you, Arnold Palmer is looking down right now, sipping an Arnold Palmer, and he has got a big ass-eating grin on his face and saying, thank you, Lord, for blessing me so well during those 87 years.